Hello, Cancer. Welcome to your weekly reading for September 17th to the 22nd. This is for Cancer, Cancer Rising, and Cancer Moon. And before we jump into it, I really just want to thank you so much for all your messages. They really were so meaningful and really helped. So I appreciate all of y'all. I am out of the hospital. I'll do a video. I'll let you know what, I know that it was. I'll let you know what happened. But I am feeling a lot better now and am on antibiotics. So let's get started with your reading this week. It's a big week. As you know, we have the eclipse, full moon, lunar eclipse in Pisces. This is a week of transition, and it's not just this week. It's the next few weeks. All right. Remember, eclipses come in series. All right. That's why I made a little note here on October 2nd. We're going to have that new moon solar eclipse in Libra. And so we are moving into Libra season this week as well. There's going to be a lot of emphasis there, a lot of emphasis on home, family, real estate, children, things like that, significant other. That's going to be it's going to be a big thing. You're probably already feeling something with partnerships, relationships, commitments anyway, with Pluto having moved back into Capricorn. But with this eclipse, again, it is all about change and transitions. You're probably already feeling it. It's a very strong eclipse. You could have actually felt a lot of even like pressure with Saturn having had all the, with the squares and the oppositions. But this is an eclipse where the key word is all about release. Now, Saturn and Neptune are in Pisces with this eclipse that's in Pisces. That's your ninth house. So ninth house is spirituality. It could also be, spiritual teachings, higher education. It's higher mind as well. So there really could be something here where you're just seeing things in a different way. There is clearly something when I look at what's going on for you where you're just done with one way of seeing something, maybe even like a belief system that you had, moving on to like the next step of it, advancing in it, elevating, ascending in it. There's something big here. Now, there's ninth house also rules education. So you could be ending some sort of course around this time. Ninth house is also travel, long distance travel. There could be something with travel coming to the end of a trip that was very meaningful for you. Ninth house is also publishing and broadcasting. So with that said, there is this sense of, remember, it's still a full moon. It's still a, full moon lunar eclipse. So changes, culminations, turning points, the end of something, breaking down walls. All right. Especially because there are no walls in Pisces. And I'll talk more about that in maybe in that video that I do, maybe over this weekend, I'll do it. Okay. But there really is this sense of this greater awakening with this eclipse. Now, when I say breaking down walls, it could even be having this eclipse is very emotional. So even having like a breakdown yourself, and I don't mean that in this terrible way, because sometimes breakdowns lead to these really triumphant breakthroughs. And so if you feel that you need to have like a really good cry, that's a release. That's a release, okay? So just know this is definitely going to be an emotional eclipse. And, and I've had them, so I can attest they work. And when I say emotional eclipse, it's because for you particularly, Cancer, Mars has moved into your sign, and I've talked about this. It heightens emotions, all right, but it also heightens intuition. So you could feel very intuitive, especially because, Pisces is your BFF, fellow water sign here. Very intuitive sign, both of y'all. Very, very, very intuitive energy that comes with this. But any sort of release that you have is only to empower yourself moving forward. Eclipses bring permanent change. This isn't just like, like I said, it's a turning point, but there's something permanent that you are releasing and moving into. Now, remember, I said eclipses come in pairs. We have another eclipse happening in 2 weeks, and I put that on the whiteboard just so you're aware of it. You're in this state of transition that's happening. And the next one that's happening with, the fact that we're moving into Libra season, this new moon eclipse is happening in October 2nd. That Libra rules your fourth house. So there could be something here with home and family, like I mentioned earlier. But anyway, with this eclipse in Pisces, remember, this is all about releasing something that no longer serves you well to make room for something that's going to bring this greater balance in your life. Okay. Remember, Libra's all about balance. Now, with this full moon partial lunar eclipse in Pisces, like I said, in your monthly forecast, really pay attention to what happens just this month. It's going to give you a little bit of a preview of 2025 and 2026. And I only, listen, 2026 is when we actually end the Pisces Virgo axis, right? So I said in your monthly forecast, 2025, we're moving into the Pisces Virgo axis. It's definitely going to be something that you're going to feel. There's going to be a lot of travel for y'all, by the way, for Cancers for the next year, for up until 2026. And August 2026 is when we start shifting into the Aquarius Leo axis. So that's when there's this huge focus on money for y'all, but we'll talk about that in 2026. But anyway, for this eclipse, we have Saturn, Neptune, and the moon in Pisces. We've got the sun and Mercury in Virgo. And, if you want to throw Jupiter in there, Jupiter in Gemini, that makes 6 planets immutable signs. Okay. So adapting to change. There's changes that are happening here. Neptune will conjunct the eclipse. Saturn, obviously very active here. Both planets in Pisces, like I said. So very watery, very intuitive, equally emotional. It could be, like I said, a very emotional eclipse. I mean, it is the moon. Moon is emotion. So Pisces is the collective unconscious. Pisces is very dreamy. I love Pisces. I really do. And I even have like, I always, sometimes I show it to my Pisces readings, but I have my Pisces tattoo. I really love Pisces. This is for someone that's very dear to me. But anyway, so this eclipse with Pisces, like I said, is very dreamy. I mean that in 2 ways. One, yes, dreams, literally. Pay attention to your dreams. Pisces, the unconscious, the subconscious, imagination, dreams. That your dreams could be telling you something around this eclipse. Secondly, when I say dreams, as in I have a dream. Okay, I have a dream and I'm moving toward that. So just know this eclipse is asking you to go really, really, really deep. Asking yourself, am I being my authentic self around this time? With my pursuits, with who I am. All right. So maybe the thing that you have to release is something within you. So just keep that in mind. This intuitive energy is going to be really strong. So trust your intuition around this time. This eclipse is all about creativity too. All right. It's imagination. Like I said, it's healing. Okay. So both, mental and emotional health. When I talk about healing, it's very spiritual. Pisces is such a spiritual sign, empathy, compassion. Again, the collective unconscious. And if you want to break it down to Pisces, literally the constellation is one fish moving upstream, one fish swimming downstream. You can think about that as conscious and subconscious. But in any case, think of you being part of a school of fish swimming toward this great awakening. This eclipse is just asking you to get in line with the school of fish. All right. That's how you're going to evolve here. All this intuitive energy, really embrace it, all right? Because Neptune is going to be highly charged. And not only Neptune, but Mercury as well. Mercury's going to be very charged, Mercury being in Virgo. So what's happening here is Mercury's trying to get all the facts, where Neptune, that's conjuncting this eclipse, is bringing that element of fog, illusion, delusion, confusion, escapism, self-sabotage, all of that. So remember, and I bring this up because Mercury will be opposite Saturn during this eclipse. So there is a sense of reality check around this time. Just have that release. It's going to make you feel a lot better. All right. Whether it is a belief system, whether it is a perspective that you're seeing something differently, whether it is like you are, traveling to all these amazing places and have been doing that for, like Tahiti, Maldives, whatever it is. And now it's like, with all this energy that's moving into your 4th house, it's like time to come home and face all the things I have to face at home. But there, whatever you have to release, it could be habits, it could be grudges, it could be, denial, anything that's holding you back. This is a time to open your heart, have that self-love, have that, love for humanity, for the collective unconscious. You're going to be absolutely fine. I did mention Mercury opposite Saturn, so just keep that in mind. That's just something where I definitely don't want you to sign any contracts around this time. or even make any like really strong commitments or verbal agreements, only because they're not seeing eye to eye. These two planets, they're actually glaring at each other. And for you particularly, Cancer, because Mercury is in Virgo, that Virgo rules your third house of communication, of agreements, and like import export, all of that. Mercury, the Romans, by the way, took Mercury, if you want to think about like the mythology of it, like mercs, okay, is the root of the word if you think of it from the Roman perspective. So we're thinking like merchant and merchandise and commerce. Anyway, just this is not a time around this eclipse. Church bells, you hear that? That's a big sign for you, Cancer. Now, Thursday, September 19th. Hello. Wow, look at what's happening here. We got the Sun trine Uranus. This is a huge breakthrough energy. Oh, this is so nice. You could be receiving really great news around this time. Pay attention, all right? This is something that you could be receiving news about a friend, from a friend, a group you belong to, organizations, communities. Could even be like LinkedIn community, something social media related also could be here, or through social media. There could be something here really like unexpected news that's really nice. In fact, this is a great grand trine, all right? We've got the Sun in Virgo, Uranus in Taurus. We've got Pluto in Capricorn, okay? So really wonderful here. Really, really wonderful, because you see on Saturday, it's the same thing. You got Sun trining Pluto. All right. So really great Earth trine. And then with Pluto being very active, by the way, remember Pluto has moved back into Capricorn, your opposite sign. So it could be something here with partnerships, commitments, relationships around this time. All right. Something very powerful, something where someone's opening doors for you. You could even meet someone around this time, or even go back to a relationship, partnership that there's something that you have to settle up here. But in any case, remember, Pluto is all about transformation. So this could also be just your transformation story, part of your transformation. It could even be how you're seeing things when it comes to partnerships, relationships. And remember, that can be career, that can be work, that can be love, that can be romance, whatever one-on-one, like commitment that you have. But anyway, you do see that Sunday, we do move into Libra season. We have the equinox, we have Venus moving into Scorpio. That's going to be very fun for y'all. We'll talk about next week, because Sunday, all those aspects that are happening really have more influence on the week after. And so I just really wanted to just put it there to show you that, hey, we're moving into Libra season and having an eclipse in Libra. So again, your fourth house. Now, let's see what's going on for you of home and family. All right. Significant other, family, children, real estate, everything I mentioned earlier. So let's see what's going on for you, Cancer, for this week. All right. For September 16th to the 22nd for Cancer, Cancer rising, and Cancer moon. Yeah, I tell you, I have Mars and Cancer in my chart. I get it. And Mars is going to be in your sign for a long time, Cancer. For a long time. It's going to move into Leo and then do a retrograde. Okay. I think that starts in December and then goes back into your sign in January, where it's going to be for a couple months. I mean, it's like you're going to have Mars in your sign for a while. Maybe we'll talk about that too. Okay. In another live stream. But Cancer, y'all are amazing. Thanks so much for being here. I do a traditional cultic cross spread, offers the best overview. If we need to pull clarifiers, we will. Y'all are amazing. All right. So, oh my goodness. You're good. This is a great week for you. This is a great week for you. I'm very excited for you. I'm like looking at okay. So let's get started. You have the Three of Swords. All right. Came up in your past. I wouldn't worry about this. Three of Swords. It's just emotional healing that you may be going through. There could be some emotional impact, something that is strong. Remember, I said this eclipse is going to be very emotional in the Three of Swords. If you are a cross watcher, you may have noticed Three of Swords is coming up a lot. So there is a sense of really moving forward. But again, just the fact that this eclipse is happening in your ninth house, I really want you to think about that. Okay. What is emotionally impacting you that is affecting you up here? And it could be something, again, where you have to focus on, is this the way that I want to see things? Is this a belief system that I have? And I only bring that up because, sure, we call this like the heartache card or the heartbreak card or whatnot.
But at the end of the day, it's still a sword suit. That's up here. Swords are the mental suit. It's logic, intellect, decisions, processing things. Things like that up here. Okay, so keep that in mind. But this has come in your past, and now you've got the Six of Wands and the heart of your spread. So it just seems like a lot of y'all could have made some sort of decision that you needed to make that could have been hard for you. For a lot of y'all, right? Or there could have been something that happened in your life where this eclipse again is sometimes eclipse something out of your life that could have been hard for you, but then you notice like, oh, whoa, it opened up this wonderful new path for me because I saw things in a different way and I looked at things in a different way. All right, so you have the Six of Wands in the heart of your spread. Absolutely amazing. This is public recognition. This is success. This is victory. This is being recognized. This is getting noticed. This is you feeling good. Six of Wands attributed to Jupiter and Leo. It's a Leo card. Leo rules your second house of self-worth, self-value. So you're good. You're good. You're, and I say that because look at what's in your future. Before we get there, you have the Eight of Swords here in your challenge area. So two things that are coming up for me. One, some of y'all may have a little bit of it. May take you a little bit of some time to accept this Three of Swords energy. The other thing is some of y'all are in the process of like, okay, why am I doing this to myself? I'm getting out of this. Because you got the Six of Wands, so you're seeing it's like glass half full energy. All right, so you're recognizing. Remember, I said there can be that sense of self-sabotage. That's what this card is, by the way. Like, not facing the fears that you may need to face. But again, it does seem like that you are seeing things in a different way. That's really, really nice. Now, strength and your crown. There you go. There you go. Yeah. Tapping into that strength, that inner courage, and that's going to be very, very helpful in terms of like moving forward, just knowing that you've got this. And one of the biggest things about the strength card is it's not just strength and courage and feeling that, right? It's moving forward in a way where you're no longer resisting the things that you shouldn't be doing. Okay, so letting those things go, like I said, release, like having that strength to just like no longer do this anymore. All right, so there is this synergetic quality with strength and with your spirit, with trusting your intuition wherever you find that source of strength. All right, now you also have the Five of Wands and the root of your spread, so there really could be something here where, let me just see, there could be something here. Well, yeah, you got that has something to do with like again, there may be some like inner conflict, but there also could be like conflict with colleagues. There could be something with just not seeing eye to eye. It could be family members as well that you're moving through this week. But just remember, you have the Six of Wands in the heart of your spread. All right, so I would cut out this noise here, the Five of Wands energy, because it's not worth your time. The fives are conflict cards or challenge cards. This is the least conflicty, challenging card because it's just kids swinging their wands in the air. So a lot of egos at play here, but also like there's this competitive energy, and you do have Mars in your sign as well. And Mars can do that when Mars is in your sign, because Mars is so competitive and like rah, rah, rah. So there could be a little bit of that. Just you really, I would just say like don't go back and forth. It's like the decisions you make are decisions you make. We've got to move forward. If someone's got to stand up, it's going to be you. If there is a lot of noise, if there is a lot of not seeing eye to eye, whether it's work or family or business, significant other, whatever it is, you come out on top. You come out on top. This is Six of Wands. You've got to take that action. Okay, you've got to have that desire, and so it really is stepping up. But it does look like you're going to be fine here. You got the Ace of Cups in your future. Now, what makes this very special is if you saw your last week's reading, you had the Ace of Cups in your final outcome. And so now it's moved into your main spread. And so there you go. You're continuing to move into this place of something that's just going to be just very special for you. Very, very special. All right. Ace is new beginnings. All right. So whatever happens with this eclipse, remember it's the end of something and then something new. And then you see that happening here with this Ace of Cups, and you're riding right into it with that Six of Wands energy. Wands, all about your ambitions, your passions, even like this really invigorating, spirited energy. It could be work related as well, something with work, but being recognized. It could even be being recognized at home in terms of like your children are want to like say no, y'all we got to see eye to eye. They see you as like this, right? You know what I mean? Like this, like like yes, like you're the best, mama in the world. Now Ace of Cups, again, moving into something that's very special. Aces bring in this new change, new beginnings. And then remember, Cups, emotions, feelings, even relationships really could be a big thing for you. But there is something here that's absolutely wonderful. Tears of joy, elation. I mean, this is nirvanic. All right. So this rapturous joy and pleasure. And again, like what I was going to say earlier is when we do move into, Venus moving into Scorpio, that's going to really heighten that, because that is your fifth house of pleasure and love and relationships and children and creativity and self-expression. But you're moving into something new that's going to fulfill you emotionally. It could be a new job. It could be a new career path. It could be just even getting like a promotion. It could be having a baby. It could be getting married, a proposal. There's so many opportunities here, but just know you're moving in the right direction. Let's get to your staff, Cancer. Cancer, y'all are amazing. Thanks so much for being here. If you like this reading, it would be great if you like, subscribe, leave comments. Let me know what is going on. Leave comments. All that other, everything helps with the algorithm. And, love y'all. And yeah, I'm still wearing my hospital bracelet, but it's just more for me because I have to like have these reminders. But anyway, y'all are amazing. All right. Well, let's get to your stuff. Oh gosh. It's almost like this is gonna be the best eclipse for you, and it just seems like y'all know this. It seems like y'all already know this. I would just again cut out that noise here, and when I say cut it out, like come out on top. Come out on top. You got the Three of Cups. I mean, you got a lot to celebrate. This is just. I can't even. And you may be feeling it already. It could be with like comrades. It could be with like who says that word, by the way? It could be with like family. It could be with colleagues. It could be whatever it is. There is a sense of celebration that comes with the Three of Cups. Really special. Really, really special, because there is a sense of, the birth of new things. But there's also a sense of we've completed this. We've overcome this. We're celebrating this. It could be your squad. It's just really just so nice. And this is a Cancer card, by the way. Now, you also got the Emperor and your external factors. So there is definitely someone looking out for you. That could be, remember I said with the sun shining Pluto, possibly someone opening up doors for you. There could be something with a new partnership that's happening. There could be something there with a partnership that you're returning to, some sort of commitment that you had. It could even be like your father. All right. We're talking about the Emperor here. A lot of family energy, as in like the Emperor is like the dad of tarot, but masculine energy. So it could even be like mother, but just like that really strong energy. The Emperor lays down the laws. The Emperor is that person, but it keeps things in order. There's a sense of like structure and system that comes with the Emperor. Now, what's really interesting is what's happening here. And a lot of this could be career related, someone opening doors for you in terms of career, or you merging with a partnership, and there could be like a middleman, or there could be someone else involved, or it could just be a very powerful person that is making your dreams come true, whether it is someone that you are partnering up with or someone opening up doors for something that is just really special for you. The reason I say career possibly is because you have, just looking at what's happening here, the Emperor is attributed to Aries first, and your North Node is in Aries in your 10th house of career. So yeah, there could be something here. All right, it could be an Aries. It could be an Aries rising. It could be Aries moon. Nonetheless, it is someone who has a lot of power, someone who controls his destiny, someone who has a lot of passion, someone who is very wise, someone who has this driving life force. All right. Now you also have the Page of Cups. I love this energy. If you are a cross watcher, it's just so funny how certain weeks, certain cards come out the most. In the Page of Cups, it's been very interesting. The Page of Cups, like it's been a while since the Page of Cups has shown himself. But this week he's been coming out abundantly, and I'm not surprised because the Page of Cups has a lot of Piscean energy, imaginative, like dreamy. Like I just want to follow my bliss. I wanted to do this new thing. I want to use my creative energies. So I just love the passion behind the Page of Cups. He's also very intuitive. He's such an intuitive page. So I'm absolutely amazing. Continue to follow your bliss. You do you, Cancer. You do you, because it's leading you to this world of abundance. You have the Nine of Pentacles in your final outcome. So you're great. You're great. Nine of Pentacles is someone who has achieved this abundance, someone who's worked hard for this abundance, someone who's been like disciplined, someone who's just now reaping their rewards because they were so driven and so laser focused. So a lot of independence in this card, a lot of like nothing to worry about, no stress, none of that, none of that. Pentacles, look at the abundance here, look at the grapes, the harvest. You're wonderful. You're good. You're absolutely good. You even see the symbol of Venus all over her gown. I love this energy. So it could even be definitely a sense of liberation, a sense of like feeling free, a sense of you again earning your spot here, earning your spot, even a sense of self-sufficiency. I'm going to point something out. You even see, you can hardly see it, the little snail where my finger is at. And so again, you just putting in all that work, slow and steady wins a race, but also snails carry their own home. So when I talk about that self-sufficiency energy, it's here. So you be very proud of yourself, because that Six of Wands doesn't work unless you put that action into it. Okay, remember it's wands, and it's leading you to something that is going to be very wonderful for you. I'm going to clarify this Five of Wands. Oh gosh. Okay, so the Ten of Wands. Sorry, Ten of Pentacles. Yeah. So there could be whatever this noise is, it really could be have to do something with like this legacy that you're seeking, like a finish line as well. There's so much abundance. And the Ten of Pentacles, it's ridiculous. You even see the pentacles. It's like raining pentacles in this card in the form of the Tree of Life. This card is very significant. There's an element of you coming into your physical realm as in, appreciating the things that you have, that you've worked hard toward. Okay, so whatever this noise is, is there anyone, let me see what's going on for you. Is there any, I mean, some of y'all, there may be something with like inheritance that people are fighting over, or money, or there could be something there. Okay, even like possessions, that could be that Five of Wands energy. Again, it can be family, it can be actual children. If it's in a work capacity, it could just be not seeing eye to eye with colleagues about like maybe even like a promotion or a step up or something. But you're on your path, you're good. Things are gonna, just remember, work with that energy and you come out on top, and you're gonna be absolutely fine. You're good, Cancer. This is gonna be a big one for you, a big eclipse for you, but obviously all in your favor. I mean, the fact that you got the Ace of Cups, the Ace of Cups, come on, that doesn't come out that often. And the fact that you had it last week and now it's in your main spread, I mean, you're good. You're absolutely good. Cancer, thanks so much for tuning in. If you like this reading, it would be great if you like, subscribe, leave comments. Let me know what is going on with this new thing happening for you. I mean, the Ace of Cups with the Page of Cups. You have the Three of Cups as well. You have the Six of Wands, the Nine of Pentacles in your final outcome with the Ten of Pentacles as well. There's, I mean, like, you're good. You're good. Just don't overthink things. Don't overanalyze things. I'm not getting that energy anyway. I'm getting more of an energy of you coming out of a place where you're like, I'm not going to do this to myself anymore. I mean, you're good. Okay. So next week, we'll talk about Libra season. We'll talk about the equinox. We'll talk about everything that's happening next week. Again, there could be like a really big emphasis on family that you may already be feeling, but that you're moving into. All right. So thanks so much, Cancer. I'll see you next week. All right. Bye-bye.